All right. So I'm picking up the phone. I hope everybody is doing well. I just got off the phone talking with one of my elite clients, Miss Chapman, Miss Heidi Chapman, and I've been telling everybody, and I'm going to tell everyone on this call, even if you heard me, if I work with you, that right now, and I've said this leading up to this time period, I talked about it in Vegas at the Super Show if you were there, that we got to capitalize on quantity in the month of August and into September. Some of you guys have school started already. Some of you have school starting in September. Some of you have school starting later in August. But you all have to understand that this is a predictable time period and that people are signing their children up right now at an unbelievable rate, and it happens every year. This is why we plan for it. So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm pulling up a text messages, hopefully to motivate people, not make anybody like feel like, man, I didn't do that, because we're going to talk about how you need to capitalize on this time period today. So with that being said, we had our Meet the Teachers. Now you guys have heard me say, and for some of you it's not too late, that you really got to build a rapport with your school systems. And some of you say, well, our schools don't let us in and this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter if it takes you 3 years. Give. Donate supplies, bring in bagels, sponsor teacher breakfast, volunteer your time. Just give, and eventually you can change the way your school system thinks. And I say that from experience because we did it. We just happened to do it 20 some years ago, when they would say, you know, we'd only work with nonprofits, and we don't do this and we don't do that. But the bottom line is if you can, you want to try to get in for a Meet the Teacher open house. If you can't, that's okay too. We're going to talk about what needs to be done. But long story short, we had our Meet the Teacher last week, and we had our mass intro of mass enrollment on Saturday. Now, all of you on this line are in the elite program. So you all have access to the Maya Edge website, okay, mayaedge.com. Some of you have been going to championshipmartialarts.com because it used to be under that domain, but it's mayaedge.com. And there's a video up there of me telling you exactly how you do these mass intros. But on Saturday, these are paying people on one-year programs. Our Oviedo school enrolled 35 people on Saturday. My Avalon School, 29 people. Eagle Creek, 22 people. Baldwin Park, 20 people. Eastwood, 19 people. Lake Nona, 18 people, and so on. My point is it's predictable, but here's the point. What everyone has to understand is we didn't have all these people in our community that were dying to enroll into martial arts, and that's what you all have to understand. It's not that they're dying to enroll in martial arts. These people, if we didn't have a mass intro, none of them would have been calling us this week saying, can we enroll our children in martial arts? But we do know that parents are dying to enroll their kids in some activity. That's what parents are doing this time of year. They are enrolling their kids. The thing is who's going to get to them first? You or the Little League team or the soccer or, you know, gymnastics or dance? Who's going to get in front of these people first? We get the jump because we get in for Meet the Teacher and open house. It becomes real for parents. It's crowded. Parents are meeting the teachers. They're coming in, seeing the classrooms. And it's like, man, summer ended. What am I going to get? How am I going to keep Johnny busy now? What activity am I going to get him involved with? Well, you know, we signed up just under 200 people in total on Saturday alone, just on Saturday, okay? So, I mean, and so what you all need to do is you need to make sure that you and your team understand the importance of being very aggressive right now at marketing either your back-to-school special. Well, let me just say this, not either or. You need to do both. You need to be marketing your back-to-school special, and you all need to be setting up free community events, a.k.a. mass intros. And you have a window right now. Time is not your friend right now. You have a window where this frenzy is going to continue for maybe the next 4 weeks or so. And of course, that depends on when school starts. If school starts in the first week of September, you have like pretty much the month of September to be very aggressive. So how do we be aggressive? First of all, let's just say today's Thursday, right? And let's say you didn't do a mass enrollment or a free community event. Here's my suggestion. This is what you need to do. You need to email to all of your leads the back to school special. Our back to school special, and by the way, it's on the MyEdge website. You can just type in, look under August, or type in back to school special. But we're doing 4 weeks for $49, includes a uniform. That's our back to school special. You need to email this to all of your leads. You need to mail a postcard to all of your leads. Now, if you're listening to me and said, well, I mailed or I sent emails and I called everybody, but you didn't send the postcards, then you didn't follow the system, okay? Don't deviate from the system. Email all of your leads, send postcards to all of your leads, and when you send a postcard, address it to the child, okay? Then you need to follow up with phone calls and call all of your leads, okay? Then you need to post it on Facebook and boost it. Put $100 or something to the back to school special and boost the ad. Then you need to try to get into your schools for Meet the Teacher or open house. If that's over, you need to see if you can get into the schools to set up a 4-week course. And by the way, talk to your consultant about some of this stuff if you don't know how to do this. Set up a 4-week course. Talk about how you can raise money for the PTA with a 4-week martial arts character education program on campus in the school systems, okay? Do a school talk about, we'd love to come in and talk to the kids about setting goals for the new school year. Before we get too deep into the school year, we'd love to talk to them. Set up PE teacher for a day. See if there's any fall festivals that you can have a table at, okay? But with all that being said, if you have leads right now, you send this email, you get on the phone, you start telling them about it, and you need a call to action. So once you call your leads, or if you email your leads, what's the call to action? How are you going to get them to act right now? Okay? Well, for example, if I pick up the phone today and I call my leads, and let's just say I have a birthday party this Saturday and I have classes Saturday, and I can't do a mass intro this Saturday. I didn't plan for it, and I just don't have the time. I can't do it. But I want to do it next Saturday. I'm going to call my leads today, and I'm going to say, you know, hey, Mrs. Johnson, I know you inquired about classes a little while back, but now that the new school year is upon us, we are doing a back-to-school special. It's 4 weeks for $49, okay? And then you got to sell it, guys. Remember, the 4 steps are said. Now you got to sell it. You know, it'll give you a great opportunity to really see the values and benefits of our program and see if this is something Johnny would really enjoy now that he's going into the new school year. Well, that's selling it. Now I need a call to action. By the way, if you set an appointment with us today, even if it's to come in next week, if we just set the appointment today, we'll give you 50% off the special. And this is something we're doing for anyone who sets the appointment by the end of the week. We'll give you 50% off the special. I have an opening today or tomorrow, which is better for you. Then you got to close it. If they say, well, I can't come in until next Tuesday, great. Let's set the appointment now for next week, because if they say we're really busy this week, we won't be able to do it. Tell you what, how does Monday look for you? We could do a 5 or a 6:30, which is better, because if we set the appointment, you'll get the 50% off our back-to-school special. You need a call to action. Now, let's say you do this and you can't get anybody to respond. Now, let me make a side note. If you have leads that have done a trial, for example, let's say they did a summer special or a summer trial, don't call them up and get them on another trial, okay? Separate your leads. If these people just inquired, walked in your school, came in for a buddy day, was there for a birthday party, but never did a trial, try to get them on the trial. If they did do a trial, you want to call them next week, starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You'll call all the other leads that have done a trial, and you want to invite them to a free community event. Just say, hey, the reason I'm calling, we're doing what we do every school year to get the kids ready for the school year. We're doing our free goal-setting seminar or a free Focus for Better Grades seminar or a free Children's Success seminar, whatever it is. But now you got to sell it. Where we get all the kids, we do a fun martial arts class, and, you know, Mrs. Johnson, what we do is we actually will have you write a goal for your child for the school year on one of our boards, on a board. And on the back of that board, we'll have you write something that your child's going to have to overcome to accomplish that goal. Maybe it's not play so many video games. Maybe it's listening better. Maybe it's doing their homework as soon as they get home. Whatever that is. and then we actually have you come out, talk to your child about that goal. He gets to break the board. It's a huge motivator for the kids. It's a lot of fun, and the best part, Mrs. Johnson, is we can have you out of there within an hour. We're also going to have some pizza for the kids. Unfortunately, we only have a few spots left. Can I get you signed up? It's absolutely free. Can I get Johnny's name on the list for Saturday's event? And that's how you would want to go through that. So if they've done a trial, don't try to sign them up on another trial. Invite them to your free event that you do to get kids ready for the new school year, this big, fun community event that's great for the kids. Okay, but you got to sell it a little bit on the phone because they don't understand the benefit or the value of doing that. Now, all the leads that you're calling today and tomorrow and trying to set up appointments to get them to come in now for the back-to-school special, if they don't show up for their appointment or they don't sign up for an appointment, your follow-up should be next week. And now you're not going to try to get them on that trial again. You're just going to say, hey, I know we talked last week, and I know your schedule was a little busy, but listen, this Saturday we have a free community event, our free Focus for Better Grade, and go right into the spiel again and see if you can get them to come to your mass enrollment. Okay? Now, let's pretend, and you've heard me talk about this, and your consultants probably have told you this, but we also need to do and plan a back-to-school party. Well, everything falls in together, right? Because I said at the beginning of the call, we need to be very aggressive at getting in front of our market and capitalizing on the fact that parents are looking for things for their children. So now, my next follow-up, if they don't take advantage of my back-to-school special, if they don't come to my free community event, then a week or two later, I'm calling them again and I'm saying, hey, I know he's friends with John Smith here at our martial arts school, and we're having our big back-to-school party. It's Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to have pizza and games and giveaways and demos. We'd love to invite him down. Would he like to attend our big back-to-school party? So that's just another follow-up. It's like you got to keep hitting them without asking them the same question over and over and over. The problem is when we follow up with trials, it'll be like, hey, I'd love to sign you up for a back-to-school special. I'll give you half off this week only. Well, what are you going to do next week? Call them up and say, well, do you want to do the back-to-school special now for full price? And then if they don't do it or don't show up, you're going to call them the next week and say, well, how about now? Would you like to do the back-to-school special now? So you need a system so it's disguising your marketing, so to speak, So you hit them with the back-to-school special. Then we're going to have a free community event. Then we're going to invite them to our back-to-school party. So keep hitting these people with these different things. Now, the other part about being aggressive is you can't do it alone, right? You're by yourself. So how can we get our students involved to help us get people to come to our martial arts school? Because your main focus right now, like our schools, again, started Monday, just started this Monday. And I told all of my schools, our focus for the month of August is quantity first, revenue second, okay? This is the window where we want to focus on getting bodies in our school. So we're going to do everything in our power to get bodies in our school and capitalize on this sign-up frenzy that goes on, right? Revenue is secondary. We may not have a really big revenue month because it's all about enrollments right now. Okay? So how do you get your students involved with that? Well, with your back-to-school party. So if you're having a back-to-school party, you should have prizes displayed 4 weeks prior to your back-to-school party, because part of the buying frenzy, so everybody pay attention to this, part of the buying frenzy, okay, and the sign-up thing and the fall activities is not only for the people out there doing nothing, meaning they're not in baseball, they're not in karate, they're not in dance. Those people are looking for things to do. But even people that are in activities may find something new to do, okay? That means your students. Your students. So as much as this is a buying frenzy and an enrollment time, it's also a time where retention gets a little sketchy, where you lose people. Because all your students that have been training through the summer, they go to school, they're in a new class, they're in a new grade, they get the flyer for Little League tryouts, their friend that they just met says, hey, you going to come to Little League tryouts? Let's do this. And guess what? They want to quit karate and now they want to do baseball. So you guys have to focus on how to retain all your people right now as well. And the number one retention tool is fun and exciting classes. The problem is if your classes are already fun and exciting, well, fun and exciting over and over and over becomes boring. So you got to be changing it up. And you can't change it up unless you're conscious of it. So you guys got to be thinking, what can we do for the next 6 weeks in our classes that's just going to be a little different, a little bit more motivating? Maybe we'll have a contest. Maybe we'll do a lot more partner drills. Maybe we'll get the parents on the floor more than usual. We're going to do a buddy day. You know, you got to plan it out. You got to figure out what is it that you're going to do to make your classes fun and exciting, okay? But also one of the tricks, and it's not a bad trick, but one of the things to keep kids motivated or focused is our back-to-school party. So 4 weeks prior, you put out, let's just say you put out 8 prizes. Now, there's a little change here that we're going to do. In the past, I would say, you know, we're going to raffle off small prizes and we're going to have a big grand prize. And your grand prize would be an iPad or a bike or the drones or whatever that's hot right now with kids and stuff, you know, but that's not necessary anymore. We found something that's not going to cost you a lot and makes it more motivating and exciting for your students, and that is have 8 different prizes. By the way, you can have maybe, I'm going to have a pair of nunchucks. I'm going to raffle that off, but maybe I have 3 pairs that I'm going to raffle off. There's 3 prizes. Here's 3 nunchucks we're going to raffle off. Here's a bow staff. Here's a free private lesson. Here's a uniform. Here's a kick shield or whatever. But you're going to have 8 different prize boxes too. So have your students, when they earn tickets, and I'll talk about that in 1 second, when they earn tickets, tell them to put their tickets in the prize box for the prize that they would like to win. This makes them more vested. They're more excited because they know they're putting all their tickets into this one prize that they would like to win, or they're splitting them up however they want, and they have a higher chance of winning because now it's not every single student's ticket in one box. And now you don't need a grand prize because I really want a pair of Chucks, so I'm putting my stuff in the nunchuck box, right? So with that being said, though, it creates excitement in your school on the giveaways at the back-to-school party. Now, how do you earn tickets? Retention. Every time they come to class, tell them you're going to get a ticket. Guys, every time you come to class, you're going to get a ticket to put in one of the boxes. If you bring a friend to class with you guys, between now and the back-to-school party, you're going to get 3 bonus tickets, okay? If you know a friend or a family member and they sign up on our back-to-school special, which, guys, this is our back-to-school special right now. If you want to take a pass, let me know. You can take a pass, hand it out. But if you have a friend or family member sign up on the back-to-school special, you get 5 tickets. And then, of course, if a friend enrolls on a regular program, you guys get to do the ticket tornado, where they grab the end of the tickets and spin around for 5 seconds as fast as they can to wrap themselves in as many tickets as possible, which gives them a much higher opportunity to win a prize. So this is your back-to-school party, which helps with retention, but also helps getting students on the floor. Okay. The next thing I talked about that you can do right now to keep things exciting, guys. Next Friday, we are going to do a free seminar. We're going to cover 20 different drills to improve your speed, power, and accuracy with a square hand target, or a kick shield, or a floppy pad. It's free. And at the end of the seminar, everyone, we're going to give you a printout of the 20 drills so you guys can go home and practice with your friend or your mom or your dad or whoever. You're going to get a printout of the drills. It's free. The only cost is, guys, is you got to pick up a square hand target on the back table. You got to purchase the square hand target so you have it for the seminar. This is going to help sell retail, guys, but also it's going to help you get more bodies on your floor. Because you tell them you can bring a friend with you for free, so you have someone to work with and practice with, or you can bring your parents. So it's going to be motivating for your students. You're going to generate some revenue with retail sales, and anytime somebody purchases product from you, the chances of them quitting the next week are slimmer. They're not going to spend money and purchase a $20 or $25 or whatever it is square hand target just because Johnny's been losing motivation and he's going to quit, right? So these are all the things you guys want to take advantage of, and the biggest understanding that everyone has to have is being aggressive at marketing. So as I said, for example, my school, just to give you an example now of the fallout from your hard work. So on Saturday, my Oviedo school enrolled 35 people on a one-year program. Okay, no discount. The only discount is the down payment. Okay, that's it. But they're still on a 12-month program paying regular monthly price, $149 a month. They enrolled 35 people. By Tuesday morning, so it was through Monday, by Tuesday morning, they were in my office. They were already at 42 students, just from all the follow-ups of people who didn't make it, okay, of people who didn't sign up that day that they followed up with. They got them in on Monday. So they went from 35 to 42 from Saturday to Tuesday. My Avalon school that enrolled 29 people, the same thing. The two managers of those schools happened to be in the office at the same time. That's why I know this. And Avalon enrolled 29, and by Tuesday morning when they were up in the office, they were already at 36. So they went from 29 to 36. The other school went from 35 to 42 because I made it a point on how aggressive we need to be. And here's the other biggest mistake. You guys may say, you know what? I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to make my plan, and I'm going to start Monday. No, that's not being aggressive. You start as soon as we hang up the phone. That's the thing. You cannot wait. You got to be aggressive now with your leads. And then some people asked, my staff said, well, when should we call them? Call them right now, but don't leave a message. Okay, well, what do? You call them now. You call them in 2 hours from now. You call them 2 hours after that. And you call them 2 hours after that. And by the end of the night, if you still didn't get them, yes, now leave a message. But when you leave a message, make sure you cover the 4 steps of selling. Why are you calling this person? Let them know on the answering machine. Sell it. It'll be a great opportunity to really see the value of our program. Call to action. You know, the reason I was calling is because we're giving everyone 50% off this special if they call us by Saturday. And close it. How do you close it on an answering machine? You know, call us by Saturday to take advantage, but I'll tell you what I'll do. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow late afternoon, I will go ahead and give you a courtesy call, and I will call you back to see if you want to take advantage of this. That leaves the door open for you to call them again, okay? Now, coming across on the phone, it may sound like I'm pestering, but I'm not. I'm not pestering. I'm only calling this lead once, right? I mean, I'll leave a message, and I'll try calling them again, but once I get them on the phone, that's my conversation. I try to set up an appointment. But then I'm not going to call them for a week. I'm not going to call them until next week, and I'm not going to ask them the same thing. I'm going to invite them to our free Focus for Better Grades seminar now, okay? So you got to understand how it plays out. When I say be aggressive, I don't mean be a hardcore salesman. I mean be aggressive at getting your name out there and your special out there so people see it, okay? And last thing, I'm going to leave you with this, everybody, and I know this, I don't know if this was a short call or what call, but it was an important call. But all the people that you enroll in August and September, okay, this is important. All the people that you enroll in August and September is going to dictate how successful your holiday sale will be in December, okay? If you were at the Elite Seminar in February, you see the results that everyone gets for their holiday sale. People generating $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $100,000 cash in 1 4-hour period on a Saturday holiday sale. It's the people that we enroll now that helps make that happen, okay? And if you do have mass enrollments and you enroll this many people, you got to. So let's say you do a mass enrollment, you enroll, I don't care if you only enroll 7. If you enroll 7, especially 35, you tell everybody when they're enrolling that day, hey, listen, I'm going to get with you next week to set up a one-on-one appointment with you to find out specifically what you'd like to see your child get out of our program, okay? And that helps with buyer's remorse, because when we do a mass intro, we don't have a lot of time to build unbelievable rapport. We're handing out clipboards with contracts on them, highlighted, have them fill it out. We're running credit cards saying, thank you so much. Here's your schedule. Here's your uniform, guys. We can't wait to see you next week. Bye. And we're getting the next one signed up. So with that, we say, listen, we're going to get with you next week to set up a one-on-one time to sit down with you to find out specifically what you'd like to see your child get out of our program and talk to you a little bit more about who we are and what we do. And that helps a lot. And you need to get that one-on-one report time in for your customers. If you don't, you're going to have a massive retention issue with all the people that sign up at a mass intro. And we've learned that years and years and years ago. So there it is. So I hope everybody got something out of the call. And if I talk too fast, I know it's recorded. Roger will get the link out to you. And I wish everybody luck, and remember, right now it's about quantity. Get bodies in your school, then we go back to focusing on the revenue side, but you cannot miss this window. Okay? Roger, we good?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, everybody.